Whole lot of hoes, whole lot of bags, whole lot of wheels, whole lot of hoes, whole lot of jewels, whole lot of bags, whole lot of wheels.
What's going on, man? It's your girl TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Hey. Listen, I got one of my favorite people here, man. This is somebody I've known for a minute. We've done work together. We've done listening parties. Yeah. We've done events, all kinds of stuff, man. He recently rebranded himself. Yeah. So I'm going to let you give everybody the official introduction.
Hey, man. And formerly Fresh Boy. I go by Freshtavo now, man. Big Fresh. Man.
Hey. You know? I'm liking the name, too. As I told you, Dave and I were like, oh, Freshtavo, that's fire. Yeah. It's different. It stands out, and it fits you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I appreciate you being here. Give me some love. Oh, yeah, boom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. Oh, wow. Pandemic came around and everybody was inside. And
yeah, I was a little discouraged.
Yeah, it was tough because it really changed how we had to move. But I think a lot of people pulled some good stuff out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, with that being said, man, listen, I always like to start it off with people really getting to understand your background a little bit. Where'd you grow up?
I'm from the east side originally.
Okay.
I went to E.L. Miller over there in Stone Mountain.
Got you.
Elementary school. Then I went to Freedom for a year. Then went to Cedar Grove. East side, that's where I grew up. I was born in Boston. I ain't going to leave them out. I ain't going to forget them. I was born in Boston.
Okay. You know, but you grew up here.
Yeah, I moved here when I was 3.
Oh, yeah. So
I'm from the city.
You're from Atlanta.
From the city. I'm supposed to be at home like, you forgot about us. Like, you forgot about y'all, man.
Listen, people do be feeling like that sometimes. After I came here, people be like, don't forget about Tampa. I said, I carry the name around everywhere I go. Yeah, what you mean?
For real.
Nah, for real. Before you started doing music, you know, we're still talking in your childhood. Did you aspire to do something different?
It was like music. I don't know. I just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
15, like I was probably like 15, 14. Me and my cousin, had a computer. We were just making little songs on SoundClick. I still got songs on SoundClick. I was like 14. And it's just been, I've been stuck with it.
Man, who influenced you, inspired you? Who was that?
T.I. and Max B.
I got you. Okay. Yeah. All right. What was it about T.I.? Was it the way his style was?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
His style. It was like when it was his time, it was his time. It was like T.I. That's all you heard. Like he was ATL.
Yeah.
It was just like back to back. And I just like, the hat didn't move. You feel me?
It's so funny. I had seen a picture of him and Tiny with their son who graduated recently, and T.I., they still look great, but T.I. just looks like a dad now. You know what I'm saying?
Dad, for sure.
Shout out to T.I., man. That's dope. So when did you really start taking music, on a serious level?
Probably like, what was that? When I first seen you, like met you, like
okay,
that's when it like really started. When that whole DBF, like that's when it was serious.
Yeah, that was, gosh, I moved to Atlanta in 2013, and it had to been not too long after that. I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 15, 16, 2015,
2015,
16?
Those 20, yeah.
Somewhere in there, most definitely. And I remember we did the listening party, and I've always thought you had great music. I've never, heard nothing, and just keeping it all the way, I don't have no reason to tell no lies. Like I told you when you came in here, Dave and I be talking, and he always compliments how dope your music is. Sure. You know what I'm saying? So... yeah, let's talk about the music. For people who haven't had the opportunity to check it out, man, like, what do you want them to get from your music when they listen to it?
I just want you to feel good. I make music more. Now it's kind of more so like what I'm going, like how I'm living right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm rapping about what I'm going through living. I recently lost my cousin, so before that, like,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. I was real happy. I'm still happy.
Of course,
but like that kind of brought me down for like a little week. I had to shake it off.
Of course.
So I'm back focused. I got things lined up, single release parties.
Yeah.
I'm focused.
The thing that I've really learned about when you lose somebody that's close to you, whether it's a friend or family, you gain a sense of clarity behind that. You know, it makes you appreciate who's here more, and it also makes you not deal with the people who don't need to be around you because life is short.
Too short.
You know?
Too short. Ever since then, like, this was like last week, like every day I've been doing something, whether it's fun,
yes,
or productive.
Yes.
Like, I got at his funeral, just watching the screen,
Man.
It was just showing that he just lived.
Yeah, you got to, bro. That's why I get out here. I tell her I'm like a nature junkie. I'm always hiking and doing stuff adventurous and fun because we only got one shot at life.
You never know.
You don't know. Like, we don't know. The only thing that we know and are guaranteed is we are going to die at some point in time. We just don't know when.
Yeah, right.
You know, so you got to get out here and do it, man. So, you know, was he a big supporter of your music?
Huge supporter. And he was like somebody I could call, like, when I had questions.
Yeah.
You know, or like, hey, what should I do?
He was like a mentor for you.
Yeah. It was deeper than like family.
Man. So with that being said, you know, I know it's really new and it's very fresh. You said it just happened. You know, what are you going to do now to push forward through this? Just keep yourself really active?
I'm not going to lie. Really, that just gave me the battery.
Yeah.
I'm folks about to see me more than
I know
they
that's
ever
right.
seen. Like, I think it's because I feel like he got me.
That's right. He does.
Yeah.
He here right now.
Yeah.
He with you. He's going to continue to be with you. And just know that. And the thing that, have you ever lost anybody close to you before?
No, it's the first time for real.
So what I know from experience, I lost my mom last year. She passed last year, and then my sister passed away 10 years ago. So I've lost two really close people. But one thing that I've learned about when you lose somebody close to you, not to get all off subject, is that as long as they know that you're comfortable with them coming to you, they will come to you from time to time. They'll make their presence known. Okay, sure. You just have to let them know that it's okay. I want you to come. I want you to be here. You know what I'm saying? Because when you least expect it, their presence will be known. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. Absolutely. So, for that being said, man, you know, again, my condolences, because I know how hard it is to lose somebody that, you know, really is in your corner. Yeah. Because this music business is full of smoke and mirrors, man. Like, you know, a lot of ups and downs. I'm sure you've had a lot of back and forth. With that being said, man, you know, what would you say has been like, you know, the biggest struggle that you had to overcome throughout your career in music?
Getting distracted and feeling like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing. And I just had to realize, like, nah, like, too many people say you got it. Like, I can see people be like, nah, your music trash, or like, if I got the feeling that I don't make good music, I wouldn't do it. You know, too many people tell me, nah, don't stop.
Right. Because you do make great music, bro.
I appreciate it.
And that's facts, man.
So that's what really the hardest part is, just to keep going. I know people probably watching this like, man, I feel you. Just keep going.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I have those moments where I'm just like, dang, man, should I just go back to a 9-to-5? Then I think I'm like, heck no, I don't want to work for someone else, you know?
That's the worst part. But, you know, it's something brighter at the end of the tunnel.
That's right. Yeah. You just have to stay down.
You got to stay down.
You know, one thing about doing what you love, pursuing your passion, might take a little bit longer, but it's going to happen for you when you stay down and you keep pushing.
Yeah.
You know, let's take it to the opposite side. I know you've seen some great moments throughout your music career. I always like to talk about this stuff because it could potentially help or motivate other people. Mm-hmm. What's been a highlight moment for you?
Highlight moment. Austin, Texas, probably, you know, the South by
Southwest.
Just traveling, just going out there with the team.
Yeah.
Felt like we was on, because like we was all together.
Yeah.
We all had the merch on, the team merch, performed. When I did our thing, we met new people, new fans. It was just, for a second, it felt like I was somebody like major.
Yeah, absolutely. You were super in your element.
Yeah. I think that's probably, I'll never forget that.
And those type of moments are those pivotal moments to let you know that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
When you're in that moment, you're like, I want to do this forever. I'm loving this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you got to create more of those type of opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah, and that keeps me going when I think back about that. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be more of those. More like
Right, absolutely. And fortunately, we are now in an era where it's not easy, but it's easier because we've got podcast and we've got social media and we've got the internet, period. You know, you go back to, you know, some of these artists that were grinding, you know, back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, you know, even early 2000s, they didn't have the luxuries that we have now.
Yeah.
They really had to be out in these streets all the time doing shows and performing. Now we got the luxury of social media and things of that nature. You know, big shout out to that because it's really changed the game forever. What would you say has, you know, been the biggest change that you've seen in this music business, not just hip hop, since you've been doing this that you're on board with?
A lot of artists.
Yeah.
A lot of artists. What I notice is it's more so like clout. Like, when is it gonna be back about the good music?
I totally agree with that. Can we talk about that for a second?
Please.
You know, one thing, and this is not to throw shade, but maybe it is shade. I don't know.
It
But
doesn't matter.
there's a whole lot of clout chasing going on with what I do
Yeah.
and with what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what separates you and I from other people, because we do this genuinely because we love to do it.
Yeah.
I do this because I want to be a part of people's journey when they're on the rise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do this because you love it and it's helping to motivate other
I ain't
people.
making no money out of this yet.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it takes a long time for that to happen.
Yeah.
And it's the moments like you experience at South by Southwest that remind you why you're doing it.
Yes.
Even though the money may not be there, it will come.
I look at little baby, how he take care of his team.
Yeah.
So I want to do that for my people, like my team. Like, I got cousins that work that don't want to go to work,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to change that
Yeah.
for them.
Absolutely. You're going to pave the way for a lot of other people because you're pursuing your passion, right? Which is music. But that's going to lead you to your purpose in life, which is to help other people.
That's what I want to. Yeah.
Period.
That's what this about.
Yeah.
That's all. It's
Yeah.
I'm using that to help them.
You're using your gift, which is your passion, to lead to your purpose in life, and that's to help your loved ones, the people around you.
Yeah.
Out of all the music that you've put out, what would you say is that one song that really like started like gaining some attention for you?
Play It Safe.
Okay.
The video, Say Cheese posted it. I got like a lot of like people outside of America like Say Cheese. I didn't realize how big his platform was.
Yeah, they got a big major platform. Shout out to Say Cheese.
Yeah. Like, people was in my DMs crazy. Like, I get beats sent to me all the time. Like, all the time.
Quick funny story about that. So I know as an artist, you probably get producers sending you beats constantly, right?
Yes.
So Dave does it too. He experiences a lot. And it's so funny. He had told one producer that kept trying to send him beats. He said, I'm not checking out none of your beats until you send me a video of you listening to some of my music.
Yeah.
So the producer did. He sent him like 2 or 3 videos of him listening to his Dave's music, but now they've got like 2, 3 records together.
Oh, that's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, if you're going to jump in someone's DM and solicit your business, show them that you really checked out what you got going on.
The emails, yeah, you got a million people you send the beats to or whatever. I don't know how. I don't know how they got my email to begin with.
I think, is it in your Instagram bio?
Probably.
Yeah, I think they go around collecting emails like that, you know.
Is it in my bio? I don't know.
I know I got the email button. If you hit the contact, it's there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they be collecting them. Trust me. You know what I'm saying?
But I got in-house producers.
So shout them out. Who are some of the producers that you're working with?
We like a dream team right now. Like super producer, who is J Beats, Presley P.
Dope.
He with Mass Tazik.
Okay.
That's a little baby producer.
Yeah.
It's like Sway. Can't forget my boy Sway. He from Florida. He out here now making beats. It's like we got the team. We go to the studio. They pull beats up and cook them right right then. So
Yeah.
like all that trying to get beats and that headache is finally done. That was the worst part.
And that's super organic. When you can get in the studio and cook up on the spot.
Yeah.
Man, like, I think that's the best way to do it. If you can. It can't always be done because your schedules may not match up or whatever. But when you are able to do that, man, that's the way to go. Or if they bring you a fresh beat pack that they haven't sent out to 100 other artists.
I really don't go. Like, lately, I ain't been going to the studio without them.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be us three.
Yeah.
Me, Sway, and JB.
Definitely. So let's talk about, you know, we were working together. We were doing the video event together.
Yeah.
Which was dope. I still get comments about that to this day. People loved that. That was so innovative that, you know, you came up with that idea, and I appreciate you bringing me in on it. Oh, yeah. Since then, the pandemic hit. About 2 years, stuff was really changed. It's just now kind of getting back into the cycle of things. During that time, what were some of the things that you're doing to keep yourself active?
I started reading Frenchies.
Really?
That's when it started.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope. Now, let's talk about that because that's a totally different business.
Yeah.
But it's a very lucrative business, and it probably keeps you very busy. What made you decide to get into doing that?
I had a Frenchie.
Okay.
And when I got her originally, that was my plan to start that. You know, so I got her probably about a year before.
They're great dogs too.
Yeah, they like humans, but like they just don't talk. But they talk in other ways.
Yeah, they do. I'm sure they communicate with you.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I got into it. COVID. It was just like I needed something else to do.
Yeah.
And I ended up breeding her. I raised all the puppies. And then she had another litter. She had 9 puppies.
Wow.
9 Frenchies.
Wow. Did all of them, they all made it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. That's crazy. And I just fell in love with it. So since then, I done had about 6 litters.
Not only is she a baby maker, but she a money maker.
She's making money for the family.
Make that money, honey.
I ain't even got her right now. I got somebody else. She's staying at somebody else's house right now. I'm retired her.
Okay.
Yeah, put her up.
There's probably only so many times that you want to breed them and have them put out litters because it becomes a lot on their body, I would imagine.
I got like 15. I got like 17 grandkids.
Them your babies. I know that's right.
Yeah.
That's really dope. So is that something that you think that you may continue to do?
I ain't stopping. I'm going to do this forever.
Yeah.
That and this.
Same type of dogs, the Frenchies?
Frenchie, that's all I want.
That's it.
That's all I want. I like, you know how you understand something?
Yes.
Like an iPhone. I won't ever get it.
Android.
You feel me?
Understood. Absolutely. Yeah. Once you get, and that's kind of like me, like, you know, not that there's any, I use an iPhone, but I still use a PC laptop because that's just what I'm used to.
Yeah, it's simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That MacBook is a little
It is. It's like complicated. I just need something quick, fast, easy, boom. I don't need to put too much thought process. If I was like editing like major videos and music videos,
MacBook for sure.
MacBook for sure, but I ain't doing all that. So I don't need no, but I totally get it. Yeah. So you started breeding Frenchies. What were you doing musically though? You know,
music. I started making beats again.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
When I started rapping, I was making beats.
That's dope.
Then I had went and got the speakers and all that. Me and JB went to Guitar Center. I loaded up one day. I just was like, bro, I'm about to start making beats. And then that's what I was doing for real.
That's dope though, but I love that you tapped into something else because I think it's so important. We can't just do one thing.
Nah.
We got to have multiple hustles, and it doesn't necessarily mean all within this entertainment business. It could be other stuff, and that's what you tapped into. Yeah. But I'm a big fan of that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because as an artist, when you tap into other worlds, it creates a whole new market for you. Yeah. I would imagine dog breeding is like, it's like a gaming world. Like it's its own world, right? Mm-hmm. You probably meet other dog breeders. Yeah. You can go to shows, like they have dog shows.
Chaz, you know Chaz Gotti?
I definitely know Chaz Gotti, yeah.
Cool, I call him right now, he'll answer. Like, we cool. Oh, I had a breeding. His boy is the one that used my girl.
Okay, so they,
I met him at the vet. Ran him at the vet.
See, that's what I'm talking about is when you dive into other worlds per se, it opens you up. But now that could potentially open you up for some more fan base with your music. Because if you're heavily tied into the dog breeding world, you're going to meet people be like, oh man, by the way, I'm an artist too. You throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? So now you might open yourself up to a new audience that you may have not tapped into before.
Fact.
So I think it's important that you get involved in other stuff. So I'm glad that you did that. What you working on right now?
I just dropped the single, like, what's today?
Saturday. I can't keep up either.
I just dropped. It just came out yesterday officially. Everywhere, streamed everywhere. A whole lot of.
So let's talk about it a little bit in depth because I understand it takes a lot to put a record together. Was this one of those songs that the beat was created for you, or did they bring a beat pack and you went through it? How did that come about?
JB, my daughter, like I said, he make beats for me. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll make a beat and be like, yeah, this is for you.
Yeah.
So it was one of them, and we just vibe.
Yeah. He knows your style.
Yeah, he knows my style.
It's important that you have a couple good producers, or at least one, because y'all build that chemistry together.
Yeah.
Who's engineering your music for you?
Over there, ABS Studios, Murray.
Okay. Another key factor.
Yeah, he's hard.
Got to have you a good engineer, couple good producers. So the record's called Whole Lotta.
Whole Lotta, yep.
It's available on all the digital platforms.
Everywhere.
Is there a visual coming for it?
Visual coming. We shooting that Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's shooting the video for
LP,
you? Okay.
Classic LP. He's shooting that. It's gonna be crazy.
Man. Let's talk about the record a little bit more in depth. You know, people can catch it on the intro of this interview, but let's talk to them a little bit about it, man. You know, how did you come up with the concept for it?
It just was at that time. I was in my zone, in my bag, like a whole lot of, like I had just went out with something, you know, my phone was going, it was a lot going on. It just felt like I had a whole lot of air, a whole lot of motion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A whole lot of girls. That's what I was saying, you know. Yeah.
Having a whole lot of motion. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. So we need to make sure that we get it out to the DJs. You got a clean version for it?
No, I do not.
Get that clean version ASAP.
But we go to the studio tomorrow, so I have it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah. Because I got to get it to top 20 because I'm about to do that service pack.
Right. Period. Yep. So get the clean version for it because I got a lot of DJs. I don't mind sending it out for you, you know, to the ones most definitely. What else are you planning on doing to put some gas behind this record?
Single releases at the lit spots.
Yeah.
The lit clubs. Putting a video, MTV Jams, when it's done.
Dope.
Reached out to, I don't want to drop names, but reached out to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I got to do my part, but that's something. The video is my main thing that I feel like it's going to generate that, like, whoa.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Because it's visual. People like to see stuff.
Yeah.
Goes back to what we were saying earlier. We're in a digital era of social media and stuff. People want to watch stuff.
Yes. So, I had to put the budget up for this one. We had to up the budget. Had to up the budget.
I know that's right. Big budget
budget.
boys. The BBB, the big budget boys.
Man. Big budget gang, man.
That's the BBG, the big budget gang.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. I mean, and that's what it's all about because you can have the best music in the world, but if you don't have the marketing and promo behind it, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
You gotta put that behind it. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. And if, you know, I have access to a lot of the big blogs and stuff, that's something you want to look at doing along the line.
All that.
Yeah, we can make all that happen.
I had to take time off to really sit back, focus, get some money. This stuff ain't cheap.
No, absolutely.
I wanted to do a million things, but I didn't have the bag to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like open mics, you seen we was doing open mics.
Yeah.
That's cool, but you gotta go outside of that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just a small portion of it. Like I'm a big believer artists still have to get out there and do those performances because one, it builds your stage presence. Yeah. Two, it's a great place to test out a new song to see your crowd reaction. Mm-hmm. Three, you know, you might meet some people along the way that you want to network and connect with, but it's so much bigger than that too.
Bigger than that.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get out here. Like you had the experience with South by Southwest.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those pivotal things that independent artists need to experience. Is
A3C.
A3C for sure. The core DJs just had their retreat. You know, the stuff like that the artists need to get involved with, you know, because man, I've done this a few thousand times. I've been interviewing for like almost 12 years. And a lot of these artists that I've interviewed in my earlier time, I now see them in these bigger positions. And we talked about these same things and they were doing it. They were doing the open mics and they were doing the A3Cs and the South by Southwest. So none of that is dead. And getting out there in the streets, just networking with people.
And Coalition DJs, I got that Monday.
New Music Mondays. Yep.
Monday.
Shout out Lala Shep.
Lala, that's my dog.
That's my dog
so
too.
much stuff together for me. I just hit her up and she hit me back every time. Like, she's a genius.
I love her. She's one of the few females that I've met out here. And there's some dope women out here, but she's one of the few that I just really have connected with and built a bond with. And, you know, we exchange business and it's just, you know, she's such a dope person. Shout out to you, Lala, in the progress report. We love you.
Yeah, whole thing. Got an interview coming with them soon.
Okay.
Jump off the porch. I'm doing everything. I'm telling you, folks want to see me. I'm back better than ever. Hair's longer.
It is. That's the first thing I noticed when he got out of the car. I said it done grew like 3 times the length. Like what you put? Juices and berries?
Nothing. I just a little water in the shower. That's it. I don't be doing all that. I go to the same person. Been going to the same.
See, because they taking good care of your hair. Yeah. That's what it is, man. So let's talk about this name change.
Oh.
When I first met you, it was Fresh Boy.
Yeah.
Now it's Freshtavo.
Freshtavo.
Which I love that. I love, because to me, it comes with growth. You know what I'm saying? What made you decide to go with the name change, and how did you come up with the new name?
I just felt like it was time for the change. I felt like the respect with that boy at the end, I wasn't getting what I should be getting, like, because I don't do little boy stuff.
Understood.
Nothing I do. So like, then but now it's just like the mindset I got is just like way past that.
Yeah.
You know, and the Freshtavo part. So that's funny. Me and my partner Booms. Shout out to Booms. So we were just coming up. We was like, bro, we got to switch this name up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Gustavo was Pablo Escobar's best friend.
Okay.
So, you know, I was doing my thing, you know, my plug. So that really was like my best friend.
Understood.
So we took the Stavo and we was like, bro, just put it with the fresh. So it was like Freshtavo.
I love it.
So that's how we came up with
I love it because it's unique.
Yeah.
You're not going to go to Google and find another one out there.
They got it from me.
If they got it from him. I promise you. And that's the thing, again, as an artist, in order to brand yourself, you got to, because there probably was some other Fresh Boys out there.
It was. And that's what I was seeing too.
Yeah.
I was seeing that, like, because, you know, my Fresh Boy had a $sign with the S.
Right,
so
right.
It'd be hard to find me sometimes.
Yeah, because a lot of these platforms don't recognize characters.
Yep.
So just letters, you know what I'm saying? So I think that it was really smart that you rebranded yourself.
All artists, take them symbols out your name.
Yeah.
All that.
Please take them symbols out your name.
People looking for you can't find you right now, I promise you.
They can't. And, you know, again, a lot of these platforms don't recognize them symbols. So you end up, instead of having a $sign, you got to put an S. Mm-hmm. That changes the whole dynamic of everything. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm definitely glad to see that you're pushing, you're doing your thing. You know, we midway through the year, man. What can we expect to see for the remainder of this year from you?
I'm going to drop a project before the year.
You are? Okay.
Drop a project.
Is it already in the works?
We're working on it, yeah. It's actually with Presley P.
Okay.
We're doing the project. We kind of redoing Gucci Mane's Chicken Talk.
Dope.
So it's like Zaytoven inspired. So yeah.
That's hard.
I actually dropped the single from that already. We redid Stupid, Gucci Mane Stupid.
Okay.
So I got a video already out under Freshtavo, the new name.
That's really dope. So, with that being said, how many songs are going to be on the album? Do you know yet? You're still working on that?
Still cooking.
Yeah.
So like 7 is done so far.
Okay.
But ready to go. 7 hits.
Okay. I mean, I would say keep it somewhere around there, maybe like 8 to 10 at most. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. People have a really short attention span.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have a 10-song project, you're about 30 minutes. That's good. Any more than that, it becomes kind of long and drawn out. If you make more than that, that's cool. Save them for the next project or drop them a single. So
yeah,
just
you're right. I switched up my the way I do songs too now, I used to do like 12 bar verses.
Yeah.
Now I just do a hook 8 bars.
There you
hook,
go.
8 bars. So now my songs is like under 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. See, there you go. So you could have a solid 10 songs and still be under 30 minutes.
Yeah. Sure. That way you get your whole song played in the club.
Exactly. Right.
Because we spitting verses in the club. Like, come on, bro.
If you have a 6-minute song, the DJ is not going to play that entire song.
So I want him to play my whole song because I'm going, I'm going in.
Yeah, most definitely, man. So let's right now, I want you to talk to the people who are supporting you, showing you love. Yeah. What do you want to say to them? Because as we said earlier, life is short. We don't want to say, man, I wish I could have said this to you before. And it doesn't have to be to anybody specific, just people that are supporting you. What do you want to say to them?
Keep doing it. Please keep supporting me. I promise you it's going to pay off. Yeah. That's all. I need that. That's the fuel to the fire. That's the gasoline to the car. That's the gas to the car. You feel me? Like, keep doing it. I feel it. I appreciate it. I know I don't say it like you said. I definitely don't say it enough. But lately, I've been trying to show my love more to people. Seeing, my cousin just passed. So
yeah.
My dog, Mom, he hoop overseas. Brandon Robinson, professional basketball
player. That's dope.
He was on my mind. I called him.
Got to.
So, like, I'm more into that now at this point. And I feel like I found myself. I'm comfortable with myself. Yeah. I'm just ready.
And continue to do that, because what happens, what I've noticed a lot of times when someone passes, it brings everyone together. And then in a couple months, it phases out and everybody goes back to what they're doing. After I lost my mom, I'll tell you, like, me and my dad we've always been close, but we're closer than ever now. We talk every single day. A day don't go by that we don't talk. I don't see him all the time. He's in Florida, but we talk every single day. So keep your loved ones close, man. Love on them, because you don't know. You never know. Before we get up out of here, we're going to do social media and all that. Is there anything else you want to let other people know about what you may have coming up, going on?
Stay in the loop. Stay in the loop with what I got going on.
Make sure y'all go get that new single.
Singles out everywhere. Stream it everywhere. All that good stuff.
A whole lot of good stuff. You dig? Whole lot of good stuff. 3 things we got to do before we get up out of here, though, man. 1, tell them where they can follow you and keep up with you on all your social.
Instagram. I'm only on Instagram. Freshtavo, Stavo, the number 1. Don't spell it.
The actual number 1. Second thing, man, is there anybody in particular that you do want to shout out to?
Who I want to shout out? Shout out to me.
No, that's right. Shout out to yourself.
Shout out to me.
Facts. Shout out to yourself. Shout out to Freshtavo. You know what I'm saying?
Just looking at where I was and where I'm at today.
Yeah. You got to be proud of yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Tell yourself every day, man, I got this. I got this. Speak them positive affirmations in your life all the time.
And cut dead weight off.
Please cut the dead weight off, because guess what? Not everyone is meant to come on your journey. There's people who I thought was my ride or die to the end that I don't even talk to no more, and that's cool.
Cool, sleeping good still.
Period. I don't go to bed thinking about them, and I sure don't wake up thinking about them. You dig?
I'm trying to tell you. I swear. So if you watching this, I am not thinking about you.
No, at all.
You should have stayed down.
Right. Yeah. Last but not least, man, we live on the industry's most wanted podcast. I got my bro here with me, Mr. Freshtavo.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I almost said Fresh Boy.
I know. It's cool. It's cool.
What makes Freshtavo the industry's most wanted?
Because I'm coming with a different flavor, my own style. Music, you can just vibe. You can just, I ain't exaggerating. A little, but not too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't out here talking about doing this, that, and the third. But harming me is going to come your way. That's the only tough talk I'm talking.
I know that's right.
You feel me?
Straight like that.
That's it.
Period, man. We up out of here, y'all. Love, peace, and a whole lot of hair grease.
Hey, brush your hair.
And your teeth.
Yeah.